Rangers, and welcome to Ranger Ruby YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be going over my top 5 visitor center activities. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Okay now, so when I say visitor center activities, this could mean one of two things for you. One, it could just be a list of my top 5 activities in that order. You know, things that you know and you've seen all the time, and you might have a little different list, so be sure to comment down below what those are. Or number 2, these could be just a list of visitor activities that you can do if you've never actually visited a visitor center, which obviously due to Rona, right now you really can't, but once everything opens back up, you can use this list as a little bit of a guide of things that you can do in the visitor center. Okay, and coming in at number 5 is checking out the National Park gift shop. So inside the visitor center, usually there's a little gift shop in which you can search through little collectibles and things that you can buy. They're usually stamps and t-shirts and national park tokens and all sorts of different things related to the parks or the national park system in general that you can find there. Now the reason this comes in at number 5 is it's not really the most informational place, but it is still a very fun thing to check out and look at inside the visitor center. And coming in at thing number 2, or activity number 2 that you can do, it is finding Junior Ranger booklets and brochures. Now, the visitor center is a place that you find both of these things, and they're very fun to check out, and they're a way that you can sort of find out the information on your own, either through a brochure that you find, a pamphlet, or through the Junior Ranger booklet. And thing number 3 that you can do inside a visitor center that I find and I like, and it comes in at number 3 on the list, is the museum. Now, sometimes the museums aren't in the visitor center and they're in other places in the park, but in most of the sites that I've seen, there's either a small museum or exhibit inside the visitor center or something else similar to it, or at least directions to get to the museum. Now, I always like exploring through the museums because they have artifacts and maps and walls just filled with information, and they're super fun to check out. And thing number 2 is talking to park rangers. Now, the visitor center is the number 1 place that you can find park rangers in, obviously, the park. And they're super easy to talk to as well as informative to talk to. If you want to know literally anything about the park, just ask them, and I guarantee you they will at least provide some sort of answer. And they're also, as I said, approachable and easy to talk to inside the visitor center, welcoming you with open arms to learn about America's treasures. And coming in at activity number 1 is the National Park or Visitor Center informational movie. Now, I always like doing these things because even though I might find looking at the museum or talking to national park rangers interesting, not everybody does. But movies are a common interest that everybody likes. They show footage of the park as well as history and information, and it's all nicely edited into a beautiful movie that you can watch with your family inside the little theater that they have. Not all national parks have this, again, but most of them do have a movie that you can watch inside the visitor center, and it is really, really fun, informational, and sometimes even necessary in order to complete the Junior Ranger booklet. Well, everybody, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and comment down below with your thoughts below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to click that red subscribe button and the little bell next to it to always know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I shall see you next video. Bye!